I got a blind date with destiny. A Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. My style wickedly perfect, you're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on the planet deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the sworn medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home, the biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last lap, the last comic standing. Make it the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model. Back to the bachelor pad, show us some.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So for the Timberwolves,
captivating time-lapse view of the traffic on the historic 3rd Avenue Bridge, a landmark here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to Portland. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the point guard position. Miami on defense. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Kicks to Towns. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Bosch, that's the pick for Dragic. Passes it to Bosch. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Levine buries the long-range jumper.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Whiteside, good.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Dragic, the pass to Whiteside. Whiteside, Bosch. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
They set the pick. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Nato, he's guarded by Dragic. Here's Towns from 16 feet away. He cans it.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Outside Bosch. Wade outside. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Bosch.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Zhang a screen. Wiggins drives in. He feeds it to Zhang. And it's sent back by Bosch. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Here's Wade, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Down low. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
Stoudemire's checked in for Miami. Now, here's Dragic. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
He talked about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Bosh. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Goran Dragic. Minnesota with the ball, following the score by Miami. Here's Levine. No good on the 3.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Zhang, a screen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. They only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Here's Cannon. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. To the inside, Stoudemire, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one. No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Wade outside. The feed now to Cannon. Three-pointer. Rebound by Dang. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Towns, and he goes in for the dunk.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Winslow's shot is off.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Wade against Wiggins. The drive by Wade. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got 3 rebounds now in this one. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and that's not going to go. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the... And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside... Every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is out there with Cannon, and it's Whiteside in its center, locking down the middle.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season, said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix into South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. He dishes it to Bosh. Unloads from 13. And it's Miami with another.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
He's guarded by Dragic. Rebound by the Heat. Whiteside's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Dang.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bosh, the screen. Shoots the 3. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Whiteside. Dragic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, and the basket good. He has 5. The Heat trail by 3. He kicks to Bosh. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt. But still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And here's Miami. They're on a 14-6 run. Tipped away. Fast break, Minnesota, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and Muhammad throws it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Here's Dragic after the basket by Minnesota. In the corner, Cannon with it. The shot misses. And Minnesota now the other way. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the 2 teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them. They often don't get a chance to feel that way.
They get it again. Bosh kicks to Cannon. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Cannon's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
It's stolen by Dragic. Inside, right side.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Excellent use of the screen that time. 8 points for him.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern team. The Wolves didn't have that last year. They got pummeled by the entire conference.
Timeout called, the Heat. Greg, as you said, with the Wolves, they had as hard a time with the East as anyone. Only managed a 9-21 record, Clark, out of conference.
And those 9 wins were the fewest against the East for any team in the NBA. Not a surprise given how badly the Wolves struggled in general.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Cannon. Now here's Dragic. 9-point game his last outing. The 3-ball. That's good. Dragic has got 6 here in this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And that's an example of willpower, right? Right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Now here's Jang. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Johnson against Richardson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
That one is no good. With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in the national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways. Puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
From outside, off the mark. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And it's Wade, that time on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now here's Towns. He's guarded closely. 1:16 left here in the second. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Wade. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. Wade's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
The tray. Miami grabs the miss. Johnson outside. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. They push it up 4 on 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. 11 points in the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Dragic with it. He has 6. Dishes it to Wade. Fades back. Shot is off.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
In a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Gentlemen, here with Joe.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And the interior defense has to get tougher here in the second half. He's making them look really bad.
They've got Towns. Zhang is out there with Richardson. Then it's Sheldon Mack. And that's the group starting the second half for Sam Mitchell. Miami trailing. And here's Dragic. Pass to Whiteside. Bosch, the screen. The shot by Wade, wide open. And the Heat, another three. Minnesota really had a rough year last season. A lot of people know that, obviously. A lot to do with their defense. They just, Greg, struggled in almost every defensive metric.
Yeah, and, you know, they struggled at times guarding the basketball, but ultimately I think the biggest issue for them was their inability to protect the rim. That's an area and a point of emphasis that has to improve for this young team.
And Miami has possession after the basket by Minnesota. Whiteside, it's hauled in by Richardson.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Towns dishes to Zhang. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Zhang's got 8 points.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Bosch passes to Wade. And Dragic has it in the corner. Now the pass to Whiteside. It's blocked. Now here's Towns. He's got 12. To the middle. Whiteside against Zhang. Good work defensively by Whiteside. To the left side wing. And it's Dragic off the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard. A lot like he's speed to burn. Very smart guy. Coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the three, or just taking it to the rack himself.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Heat making a change here. Cannon's checked in. Down low, here's Whiteside. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
They get it back.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on deep. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Wade is covering, and that one's good. 13 points in the game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Dang after the basket by Minnesota. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Minnesota.
I'll tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
Now here's Dragic. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Dragic kicks to Whiteside. The shot by Wade. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Wade's got 7 points here in this quarter. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pulls up. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Heat on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Stoudemire's checked in for Miami. Johnson comes in for Luol Deng.
Timberwolves timeout called.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And Miami also making a switch. Winslow's checked in for Chris Bosh. Johnson dishes to Dragic. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Stoudemire. It's deflected. Fast break, Minnesota. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 5 points in the game.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Feeds it to Johnson. Minnesota with the rebound.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 6. That's good. Dragic has got 8 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Booker the pass to Muhammad. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
A look now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. 6th in free throw percentage. 7th in points off turnovers. And they made their way into the top 10 in second chance points. I mean, this is a team that really emphasized chasing down missed shots. And they did a pretty good job of it.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunities.
Wade drives in. It's blocked. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Crabbe. And that one's good. Crabbe's got his second basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Joe Johnson. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 14 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Booker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Dragic gets the bucket.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine. As long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots, they've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. A two-point game. Here's Booker. Sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 5.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside the 9, 5 of 12. Nato. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
No good from Dragic.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
That free throw missing.
And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
So it's Minnesota now. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. There's the dish to Muhammad. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Wade. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Minnesota. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Heat trail by 3. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. And it's Dang in at the small forward. Now, here's Wade. Shot clock at 5. Dang can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Pass to Towns. Out left to the wing. Nato connects from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that to come. I mean, when he gets going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Now here's Dragic. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here is Whiteside. Kicks it to Dragic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Here's Levine. He's guarded by Dragic. On the wing, Wiggins. Passes it to Towns. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Whiteside kicks to Bosh. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Shot clock at 6. Nato, he's guarded by Dragic. Didn't think that was going to go in.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Now here's Dragic. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
He feeds it to Dang. Good ball movement here by Miami. The jump hook. That doesn't go either for Bosh.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Wade for 3. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's 18 points for Dwayne Wade.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Levine dishes to Jang. That's tipped. Now here's Towns. He's covered by Whiteside. Just 4 to shoot. Nato. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Now Dragic. Outside Bosh. Now the feed to Wade. It's blocked. Nato, he's covered by Dang. There's a screen. Nato off target with his 3. The Heat trail by 4. Wade kicks to Dragic. And that one's good. Dragic has got 4 points in the quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Nato. The shot is off, and it's Miami the other way. Towns kicks to Zhang. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. He dishes it to Dragic. Wade outside. Back to Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 5 assists tonight.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Dishes to Levine. Shoots. Rebound by the Heat. Wade outside. Now here's Whiteside. He's tightly guarded. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Here's Wiggins. Here's the screen. Nato. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Levine. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. to take the lead. Misses off the left iron. For Minnesota, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth of 9. And that one's good. Wiggins.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Timeout called the Heat. They're losing by 3. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Nato. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in this game. Rockets the pass to Wade. He kicks the box. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. 15 points for Chris Bosh.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
It's in! And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Levine. Nato. He's guarded by Dragic.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Timeout called the Heat.
All right.
Bosh against Jang. Bosh dishes to Dragic. Sinks it.
Watch out. D-Wade has caught fire.
Minnesota with the ball. Here's Towns. Count.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
This is from
Timeout called the Heat. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wade kicks to Dragic. And an intentional foul right there. Bosh passes to Dad. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 10 feet out. Oh, no good. Sent back. And the Timberwolves call time here.
All right, Target Center, coming around the court now, your Timberwolves dancers. Come on.
For the win. Oh, couldn't sink the time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And folks, we couldn't just... A winner in regulation, and we're getting set for the jump ball to start overtime. Tip-off goes to Minnesota, and away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Whiteside. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. It is going to be very interesting to see if those adjustments swing this overtime period in one direction or the other. Kevin, back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside, Dragic. The pass to Bosh. Got a hand on it. He's guarded by Dragic. Shot is off. Nice D from Dang. Miami trailing. Dragic left side. All alone. Misses off the right iron.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it's Wade in the corner to the inside. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Towns. Six on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Wiggins. A baseline J. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Right side a screen. The drive by Bosh. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Here's Wiggins after the Heat pick up 2. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. There's no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
He hits both from the strike.
And nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Timeout called, the Heat. The score is tied at 97. 1:32 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. So it's Miami now. Shot off the screen. Here's Whiteside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second-chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 4. There's the pick. Wiggins, a screen on Dragic. The Timberwolves working the ball around. 6 to shoot. Nato. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one. And it's frightening when Bosh starts to heat up like this. You know, Bosh is playing really well. He's got 21 points and 2 blocks. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the ball.
And Clark, he's just in a total zone right now. We talk about zones for shooting. This guy is in a zone in terms of controlling the paint.
Here's Bosh following the basket by Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
And the Heat call time here. They're behind by 1. 19 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
Dragic with it.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And the Timberwolves call time here. What do you think, guys?
They barely have enough time to catch the ball and shoot it before time runs out. If they can make the shot, they win. If they miss, game over.
For the win. Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
Oh! And he wins it at the buzzer.
Wow, what a finish. What a remarkable way to close it out. Game time.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They escape with a victory, although they needed, Clark, an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game? We saw him come out looking very confident, making his first 5 shots of the game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me.
Jefferson.
Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Can't you see it? I was manipulated. I had too little through the door. Oh, I had no choice in this. I was the friend she missed. She needed mental talk, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Yeah.
Man, CC, I'm beat. Another long day, and we have a big game this weekend.
Yeah, I hear you, freak, but don't forget, we still gotta get up early in the morning tomorrow so we can get a few extra shots in before school.
Right. Well, then I probably should finish my homework.
Hey, hold up. Homework? Nah, I know we can think of something better to do than homework. You know?
Oh, hold on now, son. You got homework to do? You need to get on it. You too, Victor. Now, you know I don't like the idea of these early morning workouts. You need your rest.
All right, Pops, I know.
Pops.
We got it.
Right.
Swish.
Man, that was your line.
Oh,
My bad.
Here
Okay.
we go.
Cut.
Every time.
Your line. This year, NBA2k16 will take a new approach to your My Career story. Expand your world of something bigger and better than ever before. There's a lot more of being a great baller than what you see in the court. High school, college, choosing an agent, getting drafted, developing a personal brand, and family. The pressure is starting very real for you and everyone around you. But the rewards can be equally as powerful if you're willing to put in the work. So let me tell you a story. Shazam! Step into my world where you can be the story. See what it's like to be the next NBA phenom, the next Frequency Vibrations, a.k.a. Freak. This is Living the Dream.
About to wake up the whole project.
Oh, man, whatever. This is our court. So what's up, bro? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm living the dream.
What?
Sis, I'm living the dream.
That's what I'm talking about.
Money, hard work is always rewarded, right?
Yep, just like our parents. 32 years and they both still at the post office. Mom selling stamps, Pops delivering the mail.
Never complained, never missed a day.
Yeah, well, Moms did when she had us.
Yeah.
Nice.
But Pop said she went back to work a lot sooner than she had to.
Right, of course she did. Brought us up right here in Harlem, USA, in the projects. But you know what? We do what we do.
When I make it to the league, we'll have enough money to retire both of them. Move them out of here, nigga. Sit back, chill, the rest of their natural-born lives.
If we can move them out of here, because we know they're going to be kicking and screaming.
Right.
Boom! What up, CC?
This guy.
Yo, I still got the skills, though.
Too bad you got kicked off the squad.
Oh, that's because Coach is a hater.
Man, CC, I'm beat. Another long day, and we have a big game this weekend.
Yeah, I hear you, freak, but don't forget, we still got to get up early in the morning tomorrow so we can get a few extra shots in before school.
Right. Then I probably should finish my homework.
Hey, hold up. Homework? Nah, I know we can think of something better to do than homework.
Oh, hold on now, son. You got homework to do? You need to get on it. You too, Victor. Now, you know I don't like the idea of these early morning workouts. You need your rest.
All right, Pops, I know.
Pops.
We got it.
Right.
Swish.
Man, that was
Come
your line.
on.
Oh,
My
that
bad.
was
Here
on
we
that.
go. Every time.
Your line. This year, Nba2k16 will take a new approach to your My Career story. Expand your world of something bigger and better than ever before. There's a lot more of being a great baller than what you see in the court. High school, college, choosing an agent, getting drafted, developing a personal brand, and family. The pressure is starting very real for you and everyone around you. But the rewards can be equally as powerful if you're willing to put in the work. So let me tell you a story.
Shazam! Step into my world where you can be the story.
See what it's like to be the next NBA phenom, the next Frequency Vibrations, a.k.a. Freak. This is Living the Dream.